Hey, what's up, y'all? Eddie here from Model Train People, and welcome to the March update for the Guyandotte Secondary. And look, it's done. I actually did it in an hour. So, yeah, I guess if you wait till the last minute, it only takes a minute, right? So let's get into it. Okay, well, as promised in the January video and the February video, my goal was to have this layout at least built out by the end of February, beginning of March, and it's the 1st of March, and I am happy to report, really not to you guys, but really to myself, that that goal is met. This is the original layout design that I had kind of in mind, and it's completed. There's a couple things I still need to do. Obviously, you see a lot of the tape that's still on these modules. 2 of them are dry. The others, I literally just built. It took me an hour. I've had them sitting for about 3 weeks now, and just with timing and different things, finally sat down and knocked them out. So I'm really happy about this. There is one already scenic piece on this. This is my lake module that try to see if I can shoot some pictures and see if the socials will take it. I think there's some already sitting on Instagram and Facebook on this, but yeah, this it's a Klondike's inch drop double module, and really happy with how it turned out. Just one quick critique for myself here is I think next time I do this, and as I do more of the fall foliage, is it's still probably good to have the green foliage to break it up. But like the trees turned out really nice, and I'm really happy with this is my first water effect period dot, and that's Woodland Scenic's deep pour there. And yeah, couldn't be happier with myself with how this finally worked out. Anyway, so this is primarily, I think it's a perfect half and half between Klondike modules and modules from CMR. If I would have had my preference, I would have gone wholly Klondike's, but I know his stuff is in high demand. And my goal was, again, to get this knocked out by today. Goal achieved there. So dropped about a good chunk of change into stuff by CMR. Nothing wrong with CMR. I just have a preference for Klondike stuff. Go take a look at the live stream video here from Trainathon, where I built a side-by-side of the single from CMR and the single from Klondike's, and you can kind of see some of the quality features that Sean does that makes it a between apples to apples a better product and cheaper. But yeah, so the next step here is to start putting track down. You can kind of see I've obviously have the end caps done, but this end cap, still debating whether or not I want to leave this as the double here, the loop, or if I'm gonna stay with what my original plan was and keep this inside, which is a 282 or 315. And then on this outside, just some straights here that come out, and then this becomes, I have some plans that I'm messing with that will see some sort of essentially like a fiddle track or something or staging to send mainline trains to come in, drop stuff off, and then come back around and reload with more of an ops focus in mind. But yeah, so the next steps here with regards to that is making sure that the geometry for the track for the yard, this module here will go over here on this one. This is another triple, and then these 2 triples back here are going to end up being the yard. And this will tie into my decision making for what I'm doing with the extra space over here. So you can see just enough for another 2 singles, this pops back over here. And what I had talked about in the last video was actually doing the Guyandotte River, as I have three single bridge modules from Klondike that I haven't put together yet. The reason why is these singles here, this one next to the trees, and then this one right here. This is going to be a double crossover. This is a single crossover, and these two here are also single crossovers, and that plays into a lot of my ability to run operations, have a runaround track, and with those singles, I don't necessarily have that capability. Just because, again, they're bridge modules, right? Like, probably a little bit outside of my scope of capability to do what I need to with that. And then if I don't have enough space in between for what I'm trying to do in my yard, then what I'm going to end up doing is putting a single in between these to allow for a little bit more space to alleviate track issues in the yard. But we'll see how that plays out. Another thing that I need to knock out between now and the beginning of April is kind of cleaning this stuff up. This was it. I don't know. I think everybody's training space ends up turning into a mess at some point. But with us, what I originally wanted to have done is get a cabinet here, get this swapped out with a workbench, a little bit more in terms of storage and organization. But, life happens and expenses come up, and we're all on, we're trying to set priorities and make things work, and hopefully come the end of April, this will be a little bit more cleaned up. But the Dairy Queen isn't going to make it on the module, or on the layout, so that'll be probably go to meetups and stuff with that. And then this right here, if everybody wants a corner module, just because I'm going away from the puffball trees, hit me up, because I think it's pretty, and if you want to start doing stuff, hey, look, free module for you. But shoot me an email if you're interested. But anyway, this is the layout, and I'm super happy with what this is. Anyway, y'all, that's it. 31 days in March. We'll see how much progress I make. The goal for the next phase is to have all the track in place and able to run ops by the 1st of May. So given how much time I have burned putting this together, I definitely think that is a realistic and reasonable timeline. But we'll see what happens at the end of this month. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next one.